false. No way. Not this time. We created it. Not this time. No, not this time. It's totally made up. Pure fiction. It's fiction. It's fiction. We made it up. We made this one up. It's a made-up tale. It's a total fabrication. It never happened. It never happened. This one was invented by a writer. Not this time. It never happened. It's false. It never happened. It's a fake. It's fiction. It's an urban legend that never happened.
What's going on, guys? It's K-Dub here with another episode of Crypto Zombie. So today is Wednesday. That's right, it's hump day. Pleasure to have you back on the channel. And if we have a look at what's going on, it's a much better day today than it was 3 days ago, guys. So we had that massive shakeout. The markets just went into complete mayhem. Bitcoin SV getting delisted on all these exchanges. Bitcoin Cash is pumping and the altcoins took a beating. But yeah, much better day today. I'm really glad that that's behind us so we can move forward. Thank you so much. Now, before I get into the video, guys, I just have to point this out. I was freaking blown away yesterday, like absolutely blown away. I have referral links on the channel. You guys know they help the channel out. You know, I have them for Ledger, for Brave browser, stuff like that. I have never seen people go this crazy over a product before. So guys, this is definitely telling me that this thing is going to be massive. It is hot. It is popular. People are buying these domains up like crazy. I literally had hundreds of people purchase domain names. I mean, so actually, some of the names that I was going to get, you guys took. I probably should have bought them before I made the video. But yeah, so absolutely massive, guys. You know, it's only $10. I mean, we were talking yesterday about, you know, look at some of these domains that have sold, you know, traditionally, .coms, right? 49.7 million for car insurance, 35.6 for insurance. Vacation rentals sold for 35, private jet 30, internet 18 million. So, you know, guys, I'm not saying to buy domains just to flip them in the future, but these things are going to be massive. And, you know, if these domains take off the same way that like .com, .org, and all those other ones took off for, you know, centralized, oh man, it's going to be crazy. Plus, on top of it, it also doubles as a cryptocurrency wallet address. So now instead of sending somebody a long string of numbers, you just go, hey, you know, Emily.zil, send them any token, any coin, and it'll figure out which wallet to put it in. That's freaking crazy, guys. So definitely just got to say, that is crazy. If you guys are interested, I do have a referral link below. You don't have to use it. I'm letting you know as a friend here. They're selling out quick, okay? So anyway, talking about what's going on in the markets, Bitcoin dominance is actually up today, which is crazy. Let me give this a refresh. Yeah, it's up to 52.3%. So a lot of people are getting excited. They're moving into Bitcoin. Now, guys, remember, we had alt season, right? We had all the altcoins were pumping, Bitcoin wasn't doing anything, and then Bitcoin started pumping, and then the altcoins kind of just hung out, right? We have this all the time. We even talked about it on the channel. This is that seesaw between Bitcoin and altcoins, right? Back and forth. So having a look at what's going on right here, you can see the volume is up today, which is good. 41 billion, that's up from yesterday. $176 billion market cap. Some of the biggest gainers on the front, we have Engine Coin up 16%, Komodo 15%, Wax, Buybox, Holo, Aeon, Tezos, and Nano all doing quite well today. Having a look at what's going on with the charts, we are maintaining yet again above this, 5,000. Oh, I have this in the percent. My mistake. I was looking at something before. So, you know, we're above 5,100. So this is great. I mean, we had this right here was the Bitcoin SV. You know, look at that. And we still got supported by our trend line, bounced off it, and now we're back in this sort of range, right? So this is a good thing. Volume's picking up. We were able to maintain above support. Everything is looking bullish, guys. I mean, listen, could we get hit with a massive black swan event like we did the other day? Of course, but I was surprised, even considering all that madness, we still didn't dump that far, guys. Very interesting. And also you can see right here, we're actually starting to form this like ascending triangle, right here. So as we get closer to this, we could be looking for a breakout, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see one actually a little bit sooner. Now, I got to talk about this because people are going crazy. People are going crazy over this. So B Biddles, I actually don't even follow this guy on Twitter, but you can see right here, it's getting massive attention, 2.5K likes, 733 retweets. He pointed out literally a textbook, what is it called? It's called a bump and run reversal bottom. So hint, this means that the bears are effed, okay? Now, some people were posting it on Reddit, and as you can see right here, look at the symbol. I mean, this is crazy. Like the similarities between this. Look, we had the drop off, we had that like the bottom, that pump, and we're not done with it yet. It would have to be confirmed. I guess we'd have to kind of dump and then break through it one more time. But, going back to what he says the pattern is still unfolding. It could fall. But that said, combined with bullish fundamentals, adoption, and positive press, my leaning is still upward. So he's saying, possibly 5.5K, maybe the 6.2K mark. Although I got to be honest with you guys, 6.2 is going to be really, really hard. Getting through 6K is going to be tough. But once we do, I imagine everyone's going to go absolutely bananas over it. He says we could potentially go back down to 4K. I mean, if we have a look right here, I still say we could fall down to, I'm not saying 4.6K. I'd say maybe 4.7, 4.8 if we have a massive shakeout. Some people are saying that this, it's all manipulation, and a lot of people are, talking about this golden cross that's forming, and maybe it's just a fake out, right? We had a conversation with Crown on the channel as well, where we were thinking that some of these guys are purposefully buying not over the counter, on exchanges to actually cause slippage in an upwards direction, right? To actually push the price up. So that is a possibility moving forward. So the Crypto Monk says, despair? Are we in despair, guys? I mean, is that the bottom? I mean, is that it? Are we returning to the mean, right? Could be. Now, obviously, we have John McAfee saying, come on, people, it's time to brush up your basic math skills and run some effing numbers. It is mathematically impossible for Bitcoin to be less than 1 million by the end of 2020. Bitcoin is not an effing stock. You can't apply stock paradigms or formulas and expect answers. Okay, so we won't, John. So we won't. I sure hope it is, because nobody wants to see John eat his manhood on television, right? So fine, we won't look at TA. Let's talk about some fundamentals. Let's talk about what is going on. Well, as you can see right here, Binance alone, and this is according to the Block Crypto, has a 66% quarter-on-quarter increase from Q4 of last year to Q1 of this year. You can see right here, Binance brought in a total of 78 million in profits, whereas Q4 they only had 47. Now, obviously, we have a way to go until we get back to what we were doing, in Q4 of 2017, Q1 of 2018. But obviously, that was like maniac mode, right? Everybody was just buying anything. We were just buying any ICOs. We were buying Bitcoin at any price, right? But now that there's a little bit of more, I would say like the people here are definitely a lot smarter than, we were last year. I think we learned a lot, right? But as you can see right here, yeah, that is definitely a good thing to point out moving forward. Now, I want to talk about this because this is not just a conspiracy. This is actually proven data so far. So you have Donald Trump, right? And he's proposing these remittance taxes, which will basically add additional fees on money that's being sent outside of the US. Now, he's doing this in an effort to curb immigration, right? So he says that this could have the end effect of potentially, or they say this could potentially drive, some of these people to using cryptocurrencies to avoid these remittance taxes, right? So scrolling down here, you could see they went on to say, now this isn't Donald Trump, this is actually Kansas Secretary of State, but, and guys, stay with me, I'm going to show you some actual proof here. The threat to illegal immigrants, I propose, is one that actually helps the U.S. if we follow through on it. That is the threat of ending remittances from the majority of people in the United States from Mexico who are here illegally. That is a threat that we could carry through on that actually helps our economy because the money is not sent home. It stays here in circulations of the U.S. economy and helps rev up our economy. It's actually a good thing if we follow through. Now, guys, I'm not taking a stance on whether or not I agree with this or not. Clearly, you guys know how I feel about like the dollar. Clearly I'm all in Bitcoin. But look at this. If we go over right here, weekly local Bitcoins volume, Mexican peso, all-time high. All-time high. Now, is that a coincidence based on this news? Given that, Trump seems to have this thing, with obviously building the wall between us and Mexico, now putting on these really heavy, taxes for remittances. I mean, if we click on it and we go into it, I'm probably going to be in the way right here. But can you see above my head? Look right here. We are at an all-time high in volume. The closest high we had was back here in March 3rd of 2018. So yeah, we have hit an all-time high for Mexico. So guys, when you realize Bitcoin isn't about making money, it's about replacing money, okay? And I feel like sometimes we get so carried away with price on this channel. And hey, I am just as guilty. I get very excited when price goes up. I do. I also get excited when it goes down, oddly enough, because I don't care, because I'll buy low. I'm in it for long term. But yes, this is what it's all about. Censorship resistance. Don't trust. Verify. Be your own bank. I know it's not for everybody out there, but I know a lot of you who are watching, you guys definitely can agree with me on that. Now, talking about, I know, Bitcoin SV, right? But hey, guys, people have spoken. Kraken is, in fact, delisting Bitcoin SV. There you go. Obviously, we spoke yesterday about what was happening with OKX. So as you can see right here on the crypto briefing website, it says crypto exchanges are lining up to delist Satoshi's Vision Bitcoin, but at least one exchange will continue. So you have Jack Lew, founder of multi-currency payments app RelayX, has teamed up with OKX to build a new market devoted to BSV, which we spoke about. The new exchange, dubbed Float SV, will be atop the OK Nodes program, a white label solution that allows developers to build their own exchanges on OKX technology. According to Lew's announcement, Float SV will only support SHA-256 blockchains like Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, and BSV. And assets and commodities, the exchange will not support any other blockchain securities or STOs. So there you go. If you're a Bitcoin SV fan and you want to keep on trading, there you go. That might just be your solution. Now, this was really funny. SBI delisted Bitcoin Cash amid major crypto exchanges delisting Bitcoin SV. Now, I don't know if they did this because they didn't know the difference or because they did it just because they didn't want to deal with the Bitcoin Cash, potential drama anymore. So they just said, screw it, we're delisting Bitcoin Cash. So yeah, there you go, man. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, obviously, so many people were confused about what the heck they were anyway. BCH, ABC, AWJ, XK, WSV. I mean, just so many, just buy Bitcoin, guys. Just buy Bitcoin. So anyway, more info popping up about Craig Wright, okay? Now you have things continuing even after the fact. Yesterday, he submitted into evidence an email that says it was from Dave Kleinman to Uyin. I can never pronounce that name. Guyen? I'm sorry. I know I mispronounced that. But anyway, asked her to be a director of his Bitcoin company in late 2012. Well, it's provably fake. Craig didn't realize that the email's PGP signature includes a signing timestamp along with the ID of the key used as metadata. So was the email actually sent in 2012? Let's find out. So they convert all of this. I don't know how to do all this mumbo jumbo technical stuff. Long story short, the timestamps of the signature do not match his story, and it was actually March 12th of 2014, not late 2012. Does it ever stop?
No way. We got you. Not a chance. Not this time. It never happened. It never happened. We made this one up. It's fiction. We made up this one. We made it up. Not this time. Wrong. Not this time. Not this time. You're wrong. Not this time. It never happened.
Does it ever end, guys? The madness, the madness. Oh, on a funny note, somebody on GitHub made a Craig, that's funny because I'm thinking about Craig Wright, a Chrome extension. And what it does is it searches on a page, and anytime it says Craig Wright or Bitcoin SV or Craig Stephen Wright or CSW or CW, it is instantly replaced with the words Faketoshi. So obviously I haven't downloaded this, but somebody did, and they put it into Chrome, and they said it looks very well because they copied and pasted what he said, and it said, makes a mention of Faketoshi, and then it's placed with Faketoshi, 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 Faketoshi. So there you go, guys. Just having some fun over there. Just having some fun. But I know. We're getting off topic here. Getting back to really what it's all about here, guys, is Bitcoin really being that paradigm shifting brand new gold 2.0. This article came out yesterday. Bitcoin is the new gold, okay? And this is from Clem Chambers. Now let's look at what he's talking about. So he basically says that there's apparently a lot of interest in crypto right now with Tether selling at a premium, right? Tether was selling, I forget what it was. It was so crazy expensive. And this makes sense if the market considers a yuan dollar depreciation on the cards. Now, I do know, there was this article that came out that said USDT premium was caused by USD inflow and not Tether inflation, claims Chinese Bitcoin billionaire. Okay, maybe that's the case. But nevertheless, they were paying a premium. So long story short, new money was coming in regardless of what they were paying for it. Money flowing into stablecoins is going to lift Bitcoin because fundamentally, money flowing into crypto is what sustains and raises the prices, right? He says when you drill down into mindshare, when you look at interest, and he even points out just the Google Trends right here. I mean, you could see gold versus Bitcoin. You know, gold has, Bitcoin has clearly overtaken gold. He says you could see that it's eating into the interest at gold, at least in the US, slowly slowly creeping up globally, right? But he says even if Bitcoin takes 20% of that market, Bitcoin will be through its previous $20,000 high. That is without Bitcoin continuing to be used for transactions or any other emergent use case or situation. Okay? That's just simply if it was to just take the market cap. He says Bitcoin winter is over. The price is going up. The only question is how high. For now, 6,000, easy target, $10,000 a coin is not such a hard target, possibly for the end of this year. And the author ends it by saying, I'm still accumulating. By the way, Glenn Chambers is the CEO of private investors website advfn.com and author of Be Rich, The Game in Wall Street. So there you go. So moving on, guys, I wanted to just talk about something real quick. Even if you come with these fundamentals, everything's going great, people are adopting it, it's getting, it's getting used, right? But what about the cost of mining, right? You had this article that came out the other day. So crypto mining, the process of creating Bitcoin and other digital currencies through the use of computer power, was name checked alongside a swarm of other sectors that the agency wants to eliminate. Now, this is the NDRC, right? Because this is what they say about mining. It lacks safe production conditions, seriously wastes resources, and it pollutes the environment, among other issues, right? Now, guys, we've seen a lot of miners moving to green solutions. I've seen hydro, right? We've seen wind. We've seen all different other solutions being built as well. In fact, guys, if you don't remember, just back at the end of December, you had Project IOTW. They're a scalable blockchain protocol for Internet of Things backed by 500 startups, etc. But anyway, they announced their testnet launch, and they marked an essential milestone for the blockchain infrastructure that is enabling green, secure micro mining through connecting IoT devices without extra hardware cost. And this isn't the first time we've seen people trying to deal with this situation, right? Even people just trying to put the power back into your hands, right? Just with guys like what Power Ledger are doing. But that's getting off topic. I want to stick with this as far as the cost of it, right? So this is Fred Leung, and he's sort of the guy behind it all, right? He's the CEO of IoTW. And he explained that micro mining capability will be seen as incentives in that they will empower any connected devices with micro mining capabilities without having to change the hardware, because you're going to be using this new consensus called proof of assignment, which he is also partially responsible for. It's basically a randomized queuing system. So according to him, it's a lot fairer, as he says, but it also adds extra value to existing IoT devices, and it will encourage households to purchase more IOTW-enabled devices while enjoying the free blockchain mining rewards as an incentive. So obviously we know that proof of work is definitely very, energy intensive, it consumes a lot. Well, with this, they say the small digital power system chipset that they have can help non-IoT devices convert to IoT devices by simplifying the power system hardware. The cost is lower than using traditional analog power systems and appliances. Therefore, it can also reduce a household electricity bill in higher powered devices. So that's pretty cool. Not only could it help with, cheaper mining, but it also could help reduce your electricity bills, which is pretty interesting. So they asked him about, green mining or micro mining, etc., and how the cost can be so low. And he explained that it's because of their micro mining technology, and it's so unique in the algorithm that each IoT device is required to perform some simple but very important cryptographic task, right? So on the other hand, these IoT devices are not required to handle the transaction ledger, which is maintained by a distributed trust node system. He stressed, I want to emphasize that it will only require 50 cents of electricity to mine for every device annually, so it will certainly improve energy efficiency, right? So, obviously in conclusion to this, IOTW can plug its blockchain technology and micro mining codes into the connected devices without changing the hardware and minimal electricity cost by embedding IOTW system codes into their next firmware updates. Once activated, this allows the device to join the IOTW blockchain ecosystem and start mining. So guys, point is, there are people out there, for example, like Fred, who are trying to, change these situations. We've already seen what the Lightning Network has done just for payments. And yes, it's not perfect, guys, but we are getting there, right? So really quick, I know we've been going on for quite some time. I want to talk about some other news really quick and then get on out of here, guys, because, We got things to do, right? So Vechain has officially announced VeChainWorld, which is a one-stop source for exploring Vechain applications and developer documentation. If you guys are interested, you can check out this Medium article. Lots of information in here. And yeah, definitely, pretty big news for Vechain holders as well. Also, why am I not surprised about this? GateIO raises $64 million to fund its own cryptocurrency. I mean, obviously with initial exchange offerings booming, I'm sure everyone's going to want to get in on it. And after the Binance token model, you're definitely seeing a lot more of these exchanges probably going to be rolling out their tokens pretty soon. Surprised we haven't seen Bittrex do it yet. Or maybe they have. I don't know. Well, I wouldn't know anymore. I'm not allowed to trade on Bittrex because I'm from New York. Also, Gemini is now the largest Bitcoin exchange to add full SegWit support. What's so freaking hard about it, guys? Still waiting on Binance and these other guys to do it, but, obviously if you're not familiar with SegWit, it was an update. In fact, kind of had a lot to do with what fueled the Bitcoin Cash, debacle originally when we had that crazy initial fork. So this is good news. I would like to see more of these guys rolling this out as well. And then you also have the blockchain division of global social trading platform eToro have launched their cryptocurrency exchange for pro traders. And, luckily for them, they didn't have to delist BSV because they just listed, recently. So they're doing Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Dash, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin. And guys, that's it for today. That's it. So I want to say thank you so much for coming back to the channel. And I am not kidding about these blockchain domain name guys. They are going to go, they're selling like hotcakes. I'm not telling you guys what domains I was looking for because you guys already took some of the ones I was looking for. Luckily, I was able to get KW, and they were actually kind enough to put cryptozombie.com in a special auction thing for me. So that was very nice of them to do that. Stop stealing my domains, guys. But thank you so much for coming back to the channel. You guys are awesome. Seriously, everyone that's been liking, subscribing, and commenting, you guys rock. You're the reason that I do this every single day. Yeah, and that's it, guys. So that being said, it is Wednesday. We are one day closer to the weekend, but we still have to go through Thursday. So that being said, thank you so much for coming back to the channel. You guys rock. I love you guys. My name is KW. This is Crypto Zombie. Until next time, stay crypto and peace out.